Hey, it's Ace. We're back. Day 12. Oof. Day 11. Day 11 was touch and go for a minute, but we didn't die. We almost died. We thought about dying, but it didn't happen. So we're back for day 12. Here's hoping that it's going to be a little quieter than day 11. A taste of garlic and onions. Boy, nothing makes you appreciate it like almost death. So we did. We ran out. We got some. We brought it back. And now health is coming back up. We're going to go ahead and keep making that happen. And I'm thinking it might be time to get some fiber together and to actually make, some basic clothes, because just a little bit of armor might be a good thing. We did get a barracks up and running, and we brought the barracks worker that was working last night over to, first I kited a skeleton over here, and barracks worker took care of that pretty quick, our soldier. But then I threw a patrol marker up over by where the Blood Moon folks were coming in, and our soldier did run over there, fought with a Draugr who I thought would be, somewhat straightforward fight, because I'm used to that, because I've played this game a long time in other maps, 2 other villages now, and so, you sort of get used to how tough your guys are, except you forget that when they're just starting out and they don't have any armor and they don't have, any really good gear, that in fact they are not immune to being killed. So so I watched her health going down and down and down, and when the fight was done, let's just say she wasn't in much better shape than this guy. So, but she didn't die. I didn't die. And the world is safe for our kind again. Meantime, let's look at cleaning up our inventory just a bit. And then let's look at getting some clothes together, which means fiber, which means, since we've been struggling for fiber for rope the entire time, which is my usual MO in this game, I'm thinking that it's time to either expand the area that the gatherers hunt through substantially, or it's time to go around and gather a ton of bark, of which we don't have any shortage of that right now. So this will essentially be our first clothes, will be the clothing that bark made in the end, or in the beginning, or however you want to cast that. Ultimately, yes, the clothing that we will be wearing will be made with fiber that came from bark, so that's going to be, I think, how this goes right here in the beginning. In the meantime, I messed up by upgrading this warehouse. So it actually wants some planks and some beams. So the very first lumber pieces we produce are going to end up getting sucked up by that. And that's, that's fine, actually. We can see the first few pieces go into that. So I just maneuver this so that the very back end of the log is really obvious to me. That way I can see when it goes flat. I think they're just waiting for nails down here, and they're going to wait a little while for that because a post. That's fine. We can make one of them there. So let's make some linen. Injury protection I like. Leather scraps. We have no shortage of leather scraps, I think. Let's double check that. You all complaining about need bows? Yeah, I think that might be it. Alright, I can produce some bows for you, that's not a problem. Plum forgot about that when I was over here stocking stuff up. What am I going to need there? 10 sticks, 1 in hand, 9 sticks. Anybody's making anything out of linen, so we can drop that in there without fear of somebody taking it away. He said, unconvincingly. Oh, I must have trashed my bow during that fight. Didn't even notice it vanish. I thought I'd unselected it, but apparently, that's not what happened. Okay then. There's the arrow storage right there. Let's take these bone tips back. We've got a little bit of everything in stock, so let's go ahead and make some more tool handles, because those are going to be the things that we need most to get some better tools in our own hands. Oh, I was going to go finish the clothing thing. God. Tell ya. We need that linen from next door. Nothing here provides any armor, does it? Yep, it's all just cold and whatnot. Okay. The leather worker it is. And that, go ahead and get to work on it. And I think we have everything we need to make an armorer. Leather worker. Alright, leather worker's in progress. I'll be in a minute. Meantime, let's look at producing some more sticks. What have we got? Plenty there, actually. And if this person's doing their job, we should have some more coming over here soon, too. Well, I think it's actually time to come and put down another cottage over here, and I'll look at increasing the pop again. Wow. Perfect. Yeah, you're not going to let me do that because of that well, are you? That's okay. We can come over here and go ahead and spin this around 180. Looking at that ridge line up top to see how that lines up, and that's really nice, I think. Yep. Go ahead and pin it. You need raw fish meat. Well, you know what, dude? I'll bet. if we put some fish meat storage here. There will be fish available for you very shortly. Meantime, I'll go take care of that myself, because when you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I spoke too soon. So he's been chopping the fish up here, and then just dropping the blubber. Go ahead and put some food storage over in this warehouse so we can store this blubber and hopefully stop the decay. That'll give us a nice burst of fish oil as soon as the cookhouse comes online. And that's a 3, so we'll put it here, leaving space on the outside for 2s. I'll leave that. That's a 4 by... I'll leave that for now. Go ahead and pin this, and I'll just finish making this myself so we can put that right into it. Somebody's already stolen those sticks. I guess I'm making some sticks real quick. Because those sticks probably went to make those right there. Alright. Easy peasy. Move this axe down to 2 so that it takes priority when we go to chop something up. This will chop even faster than the stone two-handed. You look like you got a handle on that, dude. Let you to it. Where'd that stick? Ugh, really? There it is. Two trees for the price of one. Fish over, give it to the cook. Other worker not quite done yet. Needs rope, and something tells me that that's the only rope we have, because otherwise they'd already be done with it. Yep, per the usual, alright. Done. Let's go ahead and get the armor smith up. I like that right here, and I'm betting that the armor smith is driven by the front. So you see how that arrow is buried? I bring it out, comes up. Oh no, that's driven by the center of the armor smith. So, get that to the right level. We're going to have to go ahead and just throw this out about right here. It's going to do it. Now that's it. This is the first village I've done where I gave such generous setbacks. There's really a great deal of setback here from the road, and of course part of that was driven by the fact that there's a well right there. But I like just the space. I'm going to bring this back away from the road too. I brought this one back, obviously, as you can see. And this is going to get rebuilt. We got to tweak it a little bit and turn it so that it doesn't look quite so haphazard. There's a decent setback right here off of this road, and that warehouse or that workshop's got some nice setback. So I think this village is going to feel a lot more spacious than my previous one. What have we got? We are looking for rope over here at the cottage, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. They're working on that. I think they've got everything they need for it. Stone worker has finally come over here. Yeah, cleaned up all these rocks here. Looks like he's left a couple chunks that he'll come back and get. But he's got some options right down in that spot, I think. So we're not quite out of stone yet. Let's take a minute and flatten out this intersection now that we've got everything we need to actually do that. Which is, namely, the trees are gone. 1, 2. Shoot right on through. So. This is going to become, I think, the biggest intersection in the village. We're going to have food production happening pretty close to here. This is the transition from residential to industrial. So this is going to be where we build a buffer zone in the houses and the industry. Everybody grows, everybody goes to sleep over in this side, then comes over that direction for work. So here's going to be the point at which everybody travels through. This intersection should be the one that we look at to say, wow, this place looks really nice. Finish off, take off that corner a bit. When this stuff is gone, that corner will be opened up. I'll probably move the gatherer at that point, open this up. So this will be the town square, if you will. I want to go over here to the barracks and change. We set that patrol point up, but I really want them over here just training. So for now, we'll go ahead and take everybody off that patrol route. So they come over here and train. Where is the sled? I want to go sledding. This is why I put those sorts of things right at the end. I'm reluctant to give the woodcutters iron tools just yet, because I need to set up all their zones first, so they don't go and immediately start chopping down all the hardwood right here in town. I'm going to keep some of the natural birch trees, I think, rather than just destroy them all. So I sort of have to think about that plan. Which means it's effectively moving the woodcutting markers outside of town. This is slow expansion for sure, because I'm trying to produce something that in the end looks like some thought went into the layout. Well, what are you sitting around for? Hmm. That's not full. The other one's not full. The radius that small? Do I need to open up the radius a bit? Looks like it. hard time keeping sticks on hand for sure. Oh, something tells me I need to drop a few markers around for the warehouse worker next. Enough. Let's just put it slightly to the side of that well. How about that? With the ability to remove hardwood trees, I think that the time is here to go ahead and actually finish out where the roads are going to go and make sure that all of those paths are well defined so that our map starts to really look like the final version. I don't want that chunk, but I don't know that we can get rid of it without losing the tree. Let's give it a try. I'm going to use the watchtower. Alright, I like that. Note to the devs, I'd really appreciate it if buildings, if you went up here and you looked at a building and you looked at the housing points of, let's say, a house, I would love it if a natural tree gave some points, because and a bunch of them. Because a little tree planted in a garden is cute, but a natural tree Oh no, I think that's nicer. Oh, that's going to be perfect. That's going to run right past that well. Right here, there it is. So this needs to extend out a bit. This well is going to end up being buried. That's great. This tree needs to come out. I wonder if that will make this space available then. Auto update it if I have to redo it. Yep, gotta redo it. I like this gateway right there. It's pretty. I think we're probably going to keep that. Go ahead and change the lumber markers now to reflect that change that we need to make. So we've got a marker right over here next to the woodcutters. Pull it out of there. What I'm looking to do is create circles that don't run over. Yeah, see, that's even going to be too much. So, tear that down. Run that out a bit and over a bit. Like that. It's going to leave this center area alone. We definitely want to make sure we don't touch the surface of the mine, the top up here. So the next one, going to go here. I just spaced that off with my fingers on the screen. See how it turns out. Don't mind getting rid of this willow tree, but I don't want to get rid of that one. If we can keep it, that would be great. Wouldn't be hard. We've got flax all over the place. I need to really expand out the gatherers' flags too while we're out here. So I'm going to pull this back just a bit because of that willow tree. Hopefully that was enough. You're missing a couple sticks. Show that radius. I think, yeah, our second willow tree over there is out of that radius. That's nice. We'll grab some more sticks and we're going to set up some gatherer flags. Glad to see the ludicrous amounts of firewood lying around start to go down. Where are we now? We are here. Here. Means we are here. Oops. Completely wrong. Don't ask me why I'm aligning them. Silly, but there it is. Okay, next one is going to be now this row here, which means this row here. One for that is here. Means the next one for this is going to be here. I'll let you know how that works out. Although we can probably throw it right along the shore there. Yeah, I don't think so. Which, put the next one here. More sticks for that. We are just about at the end of day 12. So I think that this episode's going to end with us putting down markers and start day 13 with the same. that being the case, this one's going to be on this line and on this line. So we're here. Means we are here. And we are here. That's going to be straightforward. Like I cleaned up all the thatch from here. There's our day 13 marker. So I'm going to go ahead and place this, and then we're going to end day 13. Day 12, and I'll be right back with day 13. More placing markers. There is a great deal more to do. We've got plenty of area over in here that we haven't even touched, and the gatherers really just need to start having the room to go crazy. We've done a pretty good job of blanketing this area, so there could be another row out here. I don't know, depends. We have to explore this area and see what's there. And then, of course, we've got at least another row that I can do here without really getting into anything bad. So that's going to be it. We are going to expand the gatherers area so that they can start bringing back fiber. We're going to set that at the highest priority so that we start having fiber for clothes, because with the armor smith almost done, it's time to start producing some armor and getting a little more durable. All right, this is Ace. I'll see you on day 13. Thanks for coming along. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying making it. I'm out of here.